Hi guys, how are you doing tonight? You doing well? Well, I wanted to follow up on my video I made yesterday about Thanksgiving and honoring the ancestors, but I wanted to kind of go a little bit deeper here because I think it's going to be so important as you start going about your own genealogical research and finding out more about your ancestors and the people in your family and your family tree, and you're going to discover a lot. But one of the things I want to pose here is, as the African American, the Black person here in America, whatever they want to label us. Um, we're often told that we are the descendants of slaves, right? But I think it's really, really important to get very specific about that. When you talk about the descendant of slaves, do you mean the African slave? Do you mean the white slave? Or do you mean the indigenous slave? Because there are different categories and the different types of slaves. And as you guys know, slavery has been around for centuries, literally. And we have definitely experienced a lot of that here in this country on so many different levels. But specifically to the founding of this country, America, we have to get really specific about what we talk about being the descendants of slaves, right? And as you do your deep dive and you start really doing your research on your family, you'll probably find a lot of interesting things there. You may even find out that you're not necessarily a descendant of slaves, at least in the grand scheme of things. So, and the reason why this is so vital and so important is because when you start thinking about reparations, that's going to really be key. It's going to be really key. So as you guys know, I'm going to always offer you resources to read, places where you can go and do your own research, but dive deep and really think about that question. Are you a descendant of African slaves, indigenous slaves, or white slaves, or maybe a combination of all three? So think about that. I'm putting that bug in your ear because I think it's very, really important to make a distinction, because if you don't make that distinction, you're going to have a very difficult time having really kind of cogent arguments around this whole idea of slavery. And I think the more specific you get, the better. And we want to be moving into that space of specificity, right? Sometimes it's difficult to say that word, but in any case, guys, I'm going to be making another video about reparations, right? But it's going to be following after this one. So stay tuned for that. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.